This is Hakeem Jeffries, the congressman from New York's 8th District and the House Minority Leader. Recently, he, along with many other Democrats, are pushing the narrative that Americans are upset with how the economy is going.
The one big ugly law is deeply unpopular. The American people clearly recognize that Donald Trump and House Republicans have not done a thing to make life better for them and meaningfully lower the high cost of living in the United States of America.
However, in a nationwide poll conducted by the Wall Street Journal, registered voters were asked, how would you rate the strength of the U.S. economy? 47% said good or excellent, compared to 51% who said poor or not so good. And while that doesn't sound amazing, consider what the results were a year ago, when only 38% said good or excellent, and 61% said poor or not so good. Translation? Americans believe that the economy is improving. And keep in mind that Trump has only been in office for 6 months at this point. Economic turnaround takes time.
We need to make sure that this country walks away from the reckless Trump tariffs, which are going to increase costs on everyday Americans by thousands of dollars a year. That means grocery costs, goods, and gas.
Gas prices aren't going to go up because of tariffs, because oil and gas imported from other countries is exempt. It should also be pointed out that during the end of July of this year, i.e. peak travel season, gas prices were at their lowest in 4 years.
During the August district work period, House Democrats will hold events all across the country talking about our efforts to build an affordable economy that lowers the high cost of living in the United States of America.
Democrats had the previous 4 years to build an affordable economy and failed miserably. Which is why, when it comes to who is best able to handle the economy, 39% of registered voters said that they trust Republicans more. Only 27% trust Democrats more. And there are similar results when it comes to inflation and rising prices. And Americans trust Republicans more because under Joe Biden and the Democrats, inflation rose to a 40-year high of 9.1%.
Trump and House Republicans have repeatedly broken their promise to lower costs and to make life better for the American people. In fact, what they said they were going to do is that costs were going to go down on day one. Republicans have done nothing.
And even though Democrats are largely to blame for high prices, Timu Obama is like, well, why aren't Republicans lowering the prices? It's like an arsonist complaining that the fire department isn't working fast enough. Anyway, the Democrats have an X account called Fact Post News, the official rapid response page of the Democratic Party. On July 18th, they posted a list of products with the caption, Walmart has increased prices up to 51% in response to Trump's tariffs. The first item on the list is a 12-piece pots and pans set from Beautiful by Drew Barrymore, claiming that there was a price increase of 51%. However, after 5 minutes of research, I found this article from February on TheStreet.com. Walmart is selling a versatile $149 12-piece cookware set for just $99, and shoppers say it's the best. One of our favorite picks is the beautiful 12-piece ceramic nonstick cookware set. Normally retailing for $149, right now shoppers can score the colorful cookware set for just $99. So sometimes it's $149 and sometimes it's on sale for $99. In other words, it has nothing to do with tariffs. The same with the Graco Modes Trio 3-in-1 travel system. In February, it was on sale at Walmart, marked down from $269 to $199. And now it appears the full price has changed from $269 to $299. So you could make the argument that the full price went up 11% because of tariffs, maybe, but not even CNBC, the creator of the list, knows that. Even in cases where prices on imported items increased, it's unclear if the moves were all or partly due to cost increases from tariffs. Again, CNBC doesn't know because they only conducted a surface-level investigation, so their entire take is kind of worthless. CNBC tracked prices of about 50 products across merchandise categories, including apparel, electronics, toys, and groceries over 7 weeks at Walmart's Secaucus, New Jersey location. About a dozen of the items CNBC followed increased in price during that time, including a frying pan, a pair of jeans, and a car seat, according to the analysis. Then why not show a list of every product that was tracked? Well, because talking about raising prices is more hurtful to Trump and the Republicans, obviously. So, of course, the Democrats' social media team co-opted CNBC's incomplete list, and without attribution or evidence, claims that Walmart raised these prices because of Trump. But if you look closely at the list, it shows the prices of great value brand milk. What do tariffs have anything to do with milk prices? Couldn't tell you. What, did the Democrats think we're getting our milk from China or something?
China.
And by the way, of the 13 items that CNBC listed, 7 of the items are either coffee or milk, and 2 of the items are Drew Barrymore's cheap-ass cookware. So much for variety. It should also be noted that Democrats cut off the very bottom of CNBC's list because they wouldn't want Americans to know that the price of a dozen eggs was down 22%, or that Swim Barbie was 25% cheaper.
Donald Trump is deeply unpopular,
but not as unpopular as the Democrats. According to the Wall Street Journal, Democrats have the lowest approval rating in the history of their polling. The Democratic Party's image has eroded to its lowest point in more than 3 decades, with voters seeing Republicans as better at handling most issues that decide elections. The favorability rating of the Democrat Party sits at only 33%, with 63% rating the Democrats as unfavorable. The president, on the other hand, has a 46% job approval rating. And for Donald Trump, that's par for the course.
Donald Trump said that costs would go down in America on day one. He said that. And yet we've not seen a single thing done to meaningfully keep that promise.
Okay, first of all, it might surprise you that Trump didn't say that.
Starting the day I take the oath of office, I will rapidly drive prices down and we will make America affordable again. We're going to make it affordable again.
So Trump said starting on day one. But the Democrats want you to believe that Trump promised that prices would immediately go down on day one, like he has some kind of magic wand or something. Regardless, President Trump is keeping his promises. Take, for example, inflation. In September 2024, inflation was at 2.4% year over year, which was a 3.5-year low. But over the next 4 months, it would jump back up to 3%. After Trump took office, the inflation rate immediately started trending downward. Yes, it did increase 0.3% month over month in June, but it has slowed significantly since President Trump took office. In fact, it was negative 0.1% in March, something that never happened during 4 years of Biden-Harris.
Inflation is up.
So even though the rate of inflation has slowed significantly since Trump took office, Democrats continue to push a false narrative. On July 24th, the Democrats posted the following graphic on X with the caption, "Trump's America," claiming that because of Trump, grocery prices reached record highs in 2025. So the White House's official rapid response account pointed out that when it comes to high prices, most, if not all of the blame goes to the Democrats and the Biden-Harris administration. This is what is called an unforced error. Democrats couldn't spin their way out of this one, so they were forced to delete the tweet. Womp womp. And here's the thing. The Democrats think that you're stupid and that you've completely forgotten that inflation rose 19.9% over 4 years of Joe Biden. And if the economy doesn't tank between now and the 2026 midterms, Republicans will have the advantage of campaigning on the comparison between 2 years of President Trump and 4 years of President Biden. Anyway, that's it for now. Follow me on X at Don't Walk Run. And as always, thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope to see you next time, if there is next time.